winning the nations for Christ through worship. In other words, true worship is not just a church matter. It is a national issue, according to the will and purposes of God. Meaning, when a country aligns itself with God in true worship, it will attract the blessings of the Lord. I'm coming to talk about this during Nigerian Day's independence, because something is wrong somewhere. I have asked myself several questions. A worshiping nation is a winning nation. And a nation without God is a nation without hope. A worshiping nation, hear me now, is a winning nation. And a nation without the attitude of worship is a hopeless nation. The following are the benefits of a country that worships God in spirit and in truth. And also, I'm going to be talking about the consequences of a country that does not worship the Lord. Benefit number one of a country that do worship God truly. That country will enjoy divine blessings and prosperity. Oh, is it scriptural, Apostle? Yes, of course. Psalm 33 verse number 12. Psalm 33 verse number 12. Blessed is the nation whose God is the Lord, and the people whom he has chosen for his own inheritance. The country that is truly worshiping the Lord becomes blessed. There will not be people kidnapping. Benefit number two, there will be national peace and unity in that country. There will be peace in the country. We will be united. Not this one want to go this way, that one want to go that way. Are you learning something? Benefit number three of a country that do worship God truthfully. In Jonah chapter number 3, verses 5 to 10, I'm going to paraphrase. Talking about when Nineveh repented and turned to God. The Bible says destruction was turned away and peace was restored to the people of that country. How many of you remember? Benefit number 3. That country will have influence over all other nations. That's why you pick up your passport. That country will have influence over all other nations. Meaning the country will become a teaching nation and a voice over all others. Isaiah chapter 2 verse number 3 says so. Benefit number 4. That country will enjoy divine protection and deliverance. Paul and Silas were locked up in jail. They worshiped the Lord. The Bible says the gate of the prison flung open on their own accord, and they were released. Here are the consequences of a country that does not worship God in spirit and in truth. Number 1 consequence. That country will experience national decline and destruction. I know you don't like this message, but it's the real, it's what is happening. How many of you agree that that is what is happening right now? You think if we have power, we can't change it? I don't have that power. The God that has power, we have forsaken him. We are chasing after money. National decline. Book of Judges, chapter 2, 11 to 15. I won't read. When Israel abandoned the Lord for idols, God allowed their enemies to rule over them. The moment you abandon God, he allows your enemy to rule over you. And that's what happened. The children of Israel, in the book of Judges, they abandoned God. As God said, move in. Deal with them. They will turn back to me. May that not be our portion, sir. Consequences number 2. There will be moral corruption and confusion. That's what you have. Moral. Have you seen the dressing lately? Moral. We are talking about moral. Nakedness everywhere. Even in the church. You have to clothe some people in the church that this is not a club. There's confusion everywhere. The moment a nation rejects God, he gives them over to corruption. Sodom and Gomorrah is a typical example. They rejected true worship, and fire consumed them. Genesis 19, 24 to 25. I can't read all this. Consequences number 3. Loss of national influence. Who wants to go there? From the airport, you are fighting. From the airport, you are sweating. From the airport, you are fighting. From the airport, you are sweating. If you happen to get your bag, you are lucky. Loss of national influence. Remember Babylon, once great and fell because it glorified idol instead of God. Any nation that loses its worship loses its influence. Any nation. So we have lost it somewhere. Not because we look, those people, there are some people they sleep on mountain. I say God is not on the mountain. Come down, my friend. The problem is here, it's not on the mountain. Finally, consequences number 4. Divine judgment. I want to believe that's what we are experiencing now. Judgment. Look, God answers prayer. But we have to search ourselves before we approach him. This is the time for the church. Because the church is the light of the world. A city set on a hill that cannot be hidden. The question is our light still shining? Today we are going to worship the Lord and make a declaration. Father, have mercy.